Hey, what's up, guys? This is One Arm Bandit, and as a lightning from the clear sky, the update on Mighty Party striked. So, as you all know, probably, yesterday they did a pretty biggish update on Mighty Party, and today I decided that I need to ramble about it, like all the good things and all the bad things that have came with this update. First off, I'm gonna try to talk about the good things that we gained from this update. So, first off, pretty nice thing. Now we can have more friends than we did before. So now I actually can have 29 friends, meaning that if you get all active friends that actually actively trade cards, you can get like up to 30 rare cards, and pretty much you get can get more than 100 commons. That's pretty helpful. So in this part, more friends, that's good. Another thing that they changed is survival. So now in survival we have 3 tries. Uh, Before it was 2 tries. So one more try to finish all 12 battles in survival. That's kind of good as well. Helps for us. And another pretty great thing is, of course, the looks of the units. They actually updated it, so now the units look more unique. It's kind of easier to figure out which unit is which. Like before, they were all the old ones, and they look much too alike to each other, and it was a pain to understand. Sometimes you just have to open to see what exactly card it is, especially in survival. Now they fixed it. That's kinda cool. And that's about it for the good part from this update. So now let's get going with all the bad things this update bring to us. So if I'm in here, then I'm gonna just show it. First off is Warlords. For some reason, they decided that Son of Wood's first skill, Summon Boss, with on my level it was 012 with Return 3, I believe. Change it with a skill of Silence all enemies. Uh, at some points, yes, this skill can be useful, kind of. But if we actually look on the decks players use, it doesn't make so much sense of this skill. Because let's think about it. Versus what silence is actually good? It's good versus units with a lot of defense. Return units, okay as well. Um, and buildings. And that's about it. Like, seriously, everything else just doesn't get really so much of being silenced. So, yeah, it's. Of course, it removes the buffs of, let's say, some unit have gained up to like 20 attack or 50 HP. It will bring him back to the starting point. But it doesn't give so much, not even nearly so much, as the Allfather skill of Hurricane. So, once again, they changed something for Son of Woods that doesn't even really gives you nearly anything. Like, seriously, if you would even play out, let's say, that Son of Woods places 2 trees, which I'm gonna search for. Um, this one, no, this is the wrong tree. the basic tree from the old 30 cards that we had. Here it is, that actually debuffs enemy, or at least one of this three, but two would be amazing. Like, that would actually allow Son of Woods to fight versus other warlords, as he uses skill, all the opponents get debuffed attack, plus there's a new obstacles on field giving you an option to hide your archers and stuff. That would be so much more useful, instead of you give a skill of silence. That it just doesn't work. I don't know, maybe on early on it kind of could work, but later on, when pretty much everyone uses Allfather and there's heavy attack units, like someone is gonna place, let's say, Dryada, yes, on the back row behind obstacle of 26 HP, what your silence is gonna do to her? Nothing, because it has no effect on her. And there's pretty much a lot of units that silence does nothing to them. So yeah, it doesn't do any good. But to make it even worse, for some reason, they decided that they need to change Allfather's skill as well. But no, it's not nerfing his Hurricane. No, why should we do that? They decided we need even more OP Allfather. So now, third skill, instead of giving Pierce 5, that was, well, most of the time pretty pointless. Now they actually make that all order units get +8 attack for one turn. And like, seriously, I'm gonna show you this command from Chernomorous from my last video review. He answered on some of the questions, and here's the thing: we're nerfing only 2 OP units, and my suggestion was to, instead of nerfing the strongest ones, just push all those weak warlords up to the same strength as the strongest one. And they said, we're nerfing only 2 OP units. How in the hell is adding +8 to each order unit for Allfather's third skill, that was before mostly pointless? How does this make him less OP? At what point it's less OP than it was? It just doesn't make any kind of sense. So once again, it seems like it's like, oh, we need to do something with the skills. Nah, let's do some random shit. Who knows why we're doing that? Like, what was the point of making third skill even more powerful than before? That's just bizarre. So yeah, Warlords totally off. So now using Allfather is even more better than it was before the update. So yeah, good job there. Good job scaling up every warlord to the same level. Okay, so what did they do more with the bad things? Okay, this is one of the things you kind of can look from different perspectives on this one. So they actually made all the inactive players who have high level cards, they pushed them to League 1, probably some more in League 2, 3, and etc. Based on their card levels. But first off, so how it comes out to be fair that a player who's not even playing this game anymore now gets to top 2 player by not playing this game for 14 days. How does that make any kind of sense? It just doesn't. And there was, I don't remember which one exactly, but there was a player who is not playing. Okay, Zach is active player. Hisi, I guess. Yeah, he's not playing for 52 days. What they do? They put him in top 7. Wow, that's just amazing. So before that, before this update, I was on 11th, 10th place. Now I'm somewhere in 17, 16. Okay, so yeah, so if we're looking at this rankings as something like you would like to climb, you want to be the top, you just put all the actives in front of those who are actually actively playing the game. How is that fair at any point? And of course, for us, the old players, the top players, it is easier to play. Like all the new guys, of course, hate it's some league. Let's say 15. There's some Damien or Hisi who is having like level 16 or close to that commons. Of course, I understand that, but now, especially of like inactives who doesn't even have the new cards, they now are pretty biggest pain in the ass in survival for us, as they don't have the new cards. They have only old good one cards, and some of them have only like level 16 commons, some even second rebirth, while I'm getting all the new cards. That is being total bullshit. So it's a huge pain in the ass now. Of course, for new players, it's a great news that they did this thing. For old players, well, not so good, as Survival Now is kind of rubbish. But yeah, well, okay, we will live with that, of course. But kind of dumb decision. As I suggested before, you could just remove on matchmaking, like remove player who have been inactive for whatever 6 days or being inactive for 10 days. He's not just showing up in matchmaking. That's it. That would be much easier than like now. I don't know, maybe they did it by arm, or most likely there was program written that replaces inactive players on the higher leagues. But that's just dumb, in my opinion. Okay, so another thing is actually in Arena. So now, for each loss in League 1, I get minus 100 fame, while for win, I get 55 fame. So if before that, it was if you go a bit higher than 50% win rate, you're gonna climb in League eventually. Now, you actually, for each of your loss, you need 2 wins to gain 5 or 10 fame. And that's totally wrong. So now people, especially in the new guys, are gonna drop the leagues more than they climb, as now you need win rate at least on 66% to climb. If you're getting less than 66 win rate in Arena, you're gonna fall down in your leagues. And knowing that you need to climb leagues to level up your cards, that can be a major pain for new guys. For us, who are already at the top, that's not a huge difference for us, as we don't even care about those leagues too much anyway, or the fame, whatever. So yeah, with that, they made actually the game much harder for the new guys. And made it more grindier than it was before. So two big updates, and both times they make game longer and grindier. Yeah, don't like the way they're trying to go. And let's get back to the friends list, as there is some random garbage. We will have to see a lot. So first off, yes, we have more friends now, but the limit of points like PAL points, gold, and time is the same, 6 at max, meaning, and we're getting 1 point in every 2 hours. So it kind of means that even if you can have like 50 friends at some league or rank 150, you will never be able to give them pretty much anything besides cards, as that's just not possible. You don't even have those points to give. Not even talking about the fact that most of people ask for PAL points. So you get 6, and so it's like per day you get just 12 PAL points to give away. Just 12. So even if you split 1 PAL point for each of your friends, you can have just up to 12 friends to, so they would actually get something from you. Now when we have so much more friends to have, it's not working. They need to improve either this limit, or at least make it like that each hour you get 1 PAL point or 1 time, as that would make more sense. So now when we're scrolling down, we can see like this kind of blank spaces for whatever reason. Like, I don't know, maybe they are gonna put some advertising in here. Who knows? Maybe. I hope not, of course, but okay, whatever. And there's come on, move. One more thing that's totally bizarre, and I'm just gonna show it when I'm gonna get to it. Oh, another blank space. Oh, I'm not having them. For some reason, I don't have friends. So the other thing is, so now when you ask your friends, the negative thing and the positive thing is overlapping. So there's this red cross and the green thing is one on another. So it's, you want to accept the new friend, and you kind of have to find the right small pixel to click so you could accept your friend. That's just retarded. Like, who even thought that that kind of design is gonna be amazingly great to use? Like, seriously. But yeah, for some reason they have disappeared. I had like 3 offers to add as friend, but now it's not even showing up, so it's badly fucked up. As before that it was bad, and now once again they make update and make things worse than it was before. And once again, here's so here once again, as I said, Chernomorous was answering my previous video review about things that's getting broken. So I said that don't add things that are untested and are broken. And what he said, well, we learned our lesson, we will be more careful next time. But they're not. It's, once again, they add something new that is a total bullshit. Like, what in the hell is this free space? Why are the cross and the accept overlapping each other when I want to add new friends? That's not normal. That's not usable. Like, once again, they add something that is totally not tested. And now the biggest thing and the most retarded, it's the AI. I don't know why. and what they did to him. But AI now is thinking for so long, he's causing so much lag that this game is getting pretty unplayable, or at least not enjoyable visually, as everything is lagging out, and that's not normal. And maybe we could forgive that if those changes for AI would actually make him smarter, but it's not. I would say that it's totally opposite, as right now AI is making even worse moves. Now the surrender thing seems to be absolutely broken, as he's not surrendering, he's thinking for quite a long time, then he's using skill. If you're lucky, he's surrendering. If not, then he's placing unit. Even tough, it's obviously I don't even have to place any other unit on field, as he's gonna get killed by my archer or whatever. But he's not surrendering. Even tough, he's making shitloads of calculations, and he does it wrong. So that's totally off. If you try to change something for AI, at least do it right. Now they made the AI worse than it was before, as surrender now totally doesn't work, and the fact that since they added the AI option to surrender, AI became slower already. Now it's even more slower than it was before. And if we look at the description of this game, then it's actually fast 3-minute battles. Now that's a complete bullshit. Now almost none of the battles go less than 5 minutes. So yeah, you're going totally the wrong way for right now. Of course, we hope that you're gonna fix that. You're gonna remove that OP Allfather skill. You're gonna fix the AI so it doesn't lag so much and it actually thinks and make normal logical decisions, not like right now, some random bullshit. And in the end, we're gonna get some really decent game. As right now, we see that you try to do something, but quite often, I would suggest you just to listen what people want, what they're looking at the chat, what we're talking about, what is the problems, what should be changed, what is breaking the game, and you're gonna make a pretty decent game really fast if you're gonna do so. As right now, once again, a big update, and in general, it has much more negative sides than the positive ones. So yeah, and of course, I think that for a team that has already made one gaming project, such things is unforgivable, because every programmer actually knows that if you write something, make those codes as small as possible so you could test it as often as possible, just so there would not be like, oh, I just write like some 6k lines of code and then suddenly I'm seeing something's not working, something is broken, and I have no idea where is the problem. So that's exactly what I'm kind of thinking that is the issue for them. They're just making a huge big updates, and then which gets completely untested. They just write it and they're like, it should work, so we're gonna put this update to work without any testing, and it goes totally wrong. So yeah, I really hope that they are gonna take a lesson finally from it. And that's about it for my video rambling about the new update they made. I hope you guys really enjoyed, and of course feel free to leave a comment, as well as today I put out my survival battle, so if you want you can watch that as well. Thank you for watching.